Hey Freedom Lovers, this is Dr. Peterson Pierre with America's Frontline Doctors bringing you today's Daily Dose. Measles-related deaths are extremely rare in first world countries. Therefore, reports of such deaths warrant scrutiny, as the truth is often obscured to maintain a specific narrative. The case of Kale, a 6-year-old Texas girl, initially reported to have died from measles, raises more questions than it answers. The girl was said to have been diagnosed with RSV, pneumonia, and measles, but it was the pneumonia, not the measles, that caused her death. In an interview with the child's parents by Polly Tommy and Dr. Brian Hooker of Children's Health Defense, the parents revealed that while her measles was subsiding, she developed mycoplasma pneumonia, which is hard to treat. There was no mention of RSV. Kaylee's mother didn't understand why the staff told her that breathing treatment wouldn't help her and instead went straight to ventilation. Yes, that is very odd. When her daughter was admitted into the ICU, the measles spots were mostly gone. After asking permission to put her on life support, what? Jump straight to life support? Doctors determined that it wouldn't help her and said her brain was probably dead already. This is a very bizarre story. This girl was talking and breathing before she was intubated. Can someone spell malpractice? Her parents also recounted that their 4 other children who came down with measles after Kaylee's measles recovered within 5 days, having received proper medical treatment, which included vitamin A and budesonide. Vitamin A deficiency is responsible for many of the adverse effects associated with the illness, and budesonide is a steroid used to treat inflammation in the lungs. The hospital subsequently released Kaylee's medical records to her parents. Dr. Pierre, a pulmonary and critical care expert who has extensive experience reviewing malpractice cases, analyzed those records. He confirmed that it was indeed medical errors that caused her death, not measles, but improperly treated pneumonia. The hospital initially gave her 2 antibiotics, penicillin and vancomycin, rather than a macrolide like Zithromax, which would have been the ideal choice in this scenario. Despite the above, the message repeated by the CDC, of course, you know they're a beacon of truth, local health authorities, and the media, is that the child was unvaccinated and died of measles. Does this remind you of the whole COVID thing? The proper thing for health authorities to have done would have been to acknowledge that the child was recovering from the measles, but acquired a secondary bacterial infection, which is not uncommon following viral illnesses. They should have also admitted to the medical errors, but far above them to do that. This would have provided transparency and alerted the public to look out for secondary infections even as their children were recuperating. The CDC's page on measles cases, updated on March 14th, still asserts that the child died of measles, going so far as to state that it was confirmed. Can increasing demand for the MMR vaccine be the reason why the Texas Department of Health and the CDC have failed to properly identify the girl's death as from pneumonia and medical error? After all, in 2004, the CDC used a similar fear-mongering propaganda to increase demand for the flu vaccine. Ladies and gentlemen, only the truth will set you free. Stay tuned for the next Daily Dose.